Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Can we get an audio check? If our audio is okay, can you guys hear me fine and everything? We will discuss about this update from the Bureau of Immigration. As you guys can see in our thumbnail, that some travelers don't no longer need to secure this document upon arrival in the Philippines. So thank you so much for confirming that our audio is fine. Maraming salamat. G Money, Jeffrey Todd, James Harold. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. So let's wait on everybody to hop on and we will get started with this. This has been sorry if I was not on for a while. It just got so busy, plus the Holy Week and stuff. But now it's back to work for us, and this is our new update. This update is not for all travelers. Unfortunately, not for foreign nationals as well. So that's the hint that I am giving you guys already. But it's one thing that the Philippine government or the Bureau of Immigration is removing, and that's a good step. And maybe they are going to remove this requirement uh, eventually for all travelers to the Philippines. So I have everybody here. So this was an announcement, a press release from the Bureau of Immigration with regards to the arrival card. So if you are one of those travelers who have been to the Philippines already several times, this particular form is distributed on the aircraft, on the airplane. I probably 1 hour before you guys land either in Manila, Cebu, or Davao. This will be distributed by airline staff for you to fill out. This is very important because this is collected by the Bureau of Immigration during your immigration process. But now the arrival card is not going to be required anymore. Unfortunately, or I guess should I say fortunately for Filipinos, returning Filipinos to the Philippines. So to all Filipinos who are here, traveling to the Philippines anytime soon, you guys don't need to fill out or secure the arrival card anymore. So the arrival card is always collected, it has always been collected by the Bureau of Immigration officer during the immigration process when you arrive in the Philippines. That is your record that you have arrived in the Philippines on a particular time, particular date, particular month. So that is it's kind of like your attendance in the Philippines. But now for returning Filipinos, they don't need to secure that document anymore. Unfortunately, to all foreign nationals coming in into the Philippines, you guys still need to secure or fill, and if it was not given to you, you can actually fill that out before you guys proceed to the immigration process when you arrive in the Philippines. So that is actually good news to all Filipinos, and hopefully this is a step that the Bureau of Immigration is going to implement to everybody. According to them, Filipinos coming from abroad are no longer obliged to fill out arrival cards and submit them to officers manning the counters of the Bureau of Immigration at the airport. According to lawyer Carlos Capulong, said he recently issued a memorandum directing that the submission of arrival and disembarkation cards by Filipino passengers be stopped following the sharp decline in the number of COVID-19 cases in the country. So that is really good. So this applies to all international airport in the Philippines. That being said, this is in ES Terminal 1, 2, and 3, Clark International Airport, Mactan Cebu International Airport, and Davao. So, to all Filipinos, you guys don't need to secure this form anymore. This move is part of the Bureau of Immigration's efforts to ease its travel requirements for arriving Filipinos and facilitate their fast and hassle-free entry into their own country. So, the Bureau official observed that it is no longer necessary for arriving Filipinos to fill out and submit the said disembarkation cards to the Bureau of Immigration, adding that such was the practice before the onset of the pandemic. So, this is really good. Like I said, this applies to all returning Filipinos to the country, and hopefully this will also be applied to the rest of the travelers into the Philippines, because it's like the arrival card has the same content as the One Health Pass. So it's kind of like they are doing redundancy on, they're asking the same information from One Health Pass to the arrival card. So that is really good that they are removing that form, that document that you need to submit during immigration process. And like I kept mentioning, hopefully they are going to remove that to all travelers to the Philippines pretty soon. And if they do, I will definitely keep you guys posted on that. So, the adjustment, according to Kapulong, will significantly lessen the requirements and processing time of arriving Filipinos. So, to all Filipinos arriving in the country, when you guys arrive in the Philippines, like I said, you don't need to fill that form out. You can go straight to the next process when you arrive in the Philippines. So that's one less requirement upon arrival in the Philippines. That's one thing that you guys don't need to fill out anymore when you arrive in the Philippines. So less hassle, less requirement, the better. The smoother your trip is, the smoother your process is when you arrive in the Philippines. So that's good news to everyone. Not to everyone actually. To Filipinos, arriving, returning Filipinos, like, and hopefully to everybody as well. So that's the latest update from the Bureau of Immigration. Now I will start answering your questions, guys. From G Money, I see your video all the time on my big screen TV. Oh boy. I hear you fine. Hope you're hello, you are coming clear. Thank you. I'm traveling to Davao on May 7th. Oh, safe travels to you, G Money. Hi. Hi, Michelle. I'm traveling to Davao on June 17th. That's cool, James. Finally, that's coming up. Good morning, Miss Addie. Hey, baby love. Your video are very helpful for upcoming travels. I leave Florida on Saturday and arrive in Davao on Tuesday. Long layovers. Any advice? Where's your layover, G Money? Mom, is my fiance need to get the travel insurance? He will be travel this 19th. Yes, he will be required travel insurance. I have my house for sale. I'm trying to find out how much will it cost to bring most of my belongings from the US to Davao. Maybe can fit in a 10-foot container. Any idea on cost and estimates? One of my friend in the US, they moved to the Philippines. Granted, they used the 20-foot container to hold all their stuff from the US to the Philippines. They paid about $15,000. That's door-to-door delivery. So the 10-foot container might be cheaper when shipping all your stuff to the Philippines. So, but just that is the I'm giving you the ballpark. They paid about $15,000. Can you tell me what's on the arrival card? Because it's hard for me to see as I am blind. So on the arrival card, the contents, let me see if I can pull it out on the screen. Pretty much, the arrival card is passport. One second, let me see if I can. Let's see if we can pull this out. The arrival card is like. That's how the arrival card looks like. So the content of it is your passport or travel document number, last name, first name, middle name, date of birth, nationality, your gender, your address abroad, your address in the Philippines, contact number, occupation, flight, or voyage number. So, primary purpose of travel to the Philippines, ACRI card if you have it, port of exit. So, pretty much this information is also in One Health Pass. That is probably why they are removing this requirement to Filipinos and hopefully for everybody coming into the Philippines. Layover in Los Angeles for 13 hours, flying to Manila, layover there for 10 hours, then to Davao. Oh, if your layover in Los Angeles, you should be fine. I thought you have a layover in Asian countries. And for your layover in Manila, before you proceed to Davao, you should be fine. So you can actually get off the airport or get out the airport in Manila if you want to go somewhere. I wonder if balikbayan traveling with spouse need to fill it out. Balikbayans are considered foreign nationals, so you will still have to fill this out. Happy Easter, Michael. I'm arriving December 10th in the Philippines, so grateful for you in your country. Thank you, William. When you bring your belongings in the big container that the Philippines make you pay any extra import taxes, I would be bringing 65 TVs and home theater equipment plus 16 big solar panels. You will have to work with that on the company that you are hiring to ship all your stuff because they're the ones who's going to be dealing with the Philippine government when it comes to taxes. With my friend who did it, they did not pay any taxes because they work with I forgot the name of the company that they hire or they use to ship all their belongings, but the company or the service that you will be using for sure have its own leeway for shipping stuff to the Philippines. So you gotta talk to them on that. Starting over new, not sure what's going to happen or where wind up. Have apartment there, partially filled with the new appliances and furniture. I'll be moving that stuff out soon as I found a house. Cool, James. House my own. I'm arriving in Manila May 6th from Canada. The next day, I'm flying to General Santos. Are there any requirements other than proof? Oh, it's just proof of vaccination. When we travel from Manila to Jensen, they did not even check for our vaccination, to be honest. But it wouldn't hurt if you have it handy, just in case they will check. I want to fill it out completely. I would fill it out completely too. San Francisco to Vancouver, 4 hours and 4 hours, 14-hour flight to Manila, layover 3 hours to Davao, 3 hour drive to Kidapawan. Oh wow, that's a lot of hours, James. Madam, if ever my fiance can get the travel insurance, can he still travel to the Philippines? It's a requirement. It is a requirement for foreign tourists to get travel insurance before entering the Philippines, or else they will be denied boarding. I know I hear from some travelers that travel insurance were not checked. It doesn't mean that his travel insurance will not be checked as well. So that really depends on who are entertaining you. You may get away with it from the check-in on your country of origin, but they also check when you arrive in the Philippines. So during the arrival process, they are also checking all your documents. So you better to have it because it is required, and the Philippine government has not completely lifted that restriction yet. He's from Miami. Good morning. Hi, Addie. Port of embarkation will be what? McAllen, Texas to Dallas, then Dallas to San Francisco to Manila. Is it San Francisco to Manila? Make sure. Yes. Your embarkation will be, port of exit will be San Francisco. I have an online income paying over 200,000 pesos per month. I would hope that I would live comfortably in Davao. The USA is far too expensive to live. I am poor in the US. Oh, hell, 200,000 pesos a month in the Philippines is already huge. You should be fine. Maybe flight attendant will help me fill out since the eye problem. Yes, they should be able to help you with that if you need help, or during your arrival in the Philippines. You can also go to the help desk at the airport and they should be able to help you that as well. Married to Filipina, traveling to the Philippines May 6th. Do I require travel insurance and throwaway ticket? They have said that you guys are exempted now from that. Just bring your PSA marriage certificate proving that you are married to a Filipina. But there's a but. Please call the airline because there is a conflicting message on that. Though the Bureau of Immigration has already confirmed that you guys are exempted from it, to those foreign nationals married to Filipino nationals, and that you guys will just have to prove uh you guys will just have to what do you call this? Prove that you are married to a Filipino national. But please call the airline. Let the airline know that you are flying without travel insurance and throwaway ticket or return ticket because you are married to a Filipino national. So, who is this calling? Oh, that's Glenn. I am doing live. Thank you. You're welcome. Hi, Miss. He misses his flight last the 12th this month, ma'am, because of that OHP. He got a reply late of his departure. He was rebooked. Yes, it's very important to have the complete requirements before you check in because the airline will decline you from boarding. Awesome. May on the flight on the 19th. Cool. Ma'am, where should Madeline, please complete your question. On a side note, I would love to make you some really nice custom intros for the beginning of your videos, free of course. I would just need a good logo. That's one thing. I don't have a logo for the Eaton squad yet. So I'm still working on it. My fiance get that TI. Madeline, can you please complete your don't stagger your question. Can you please complete your question para po masagutan natin? To other travelers, did your travel insurance specify coverage for COVID-19? Or does it say COVID is covered under medical? It's like there are travel insurance that would say medical coverage for this amount, including COVID-19. That one works. I know the Philippines is weird. Philippine government is weird when it comes to that rule because they really need to see that COVID-19 word in there. So for as long as there's that COVID coverage in there that says COVID is covered on this travel insurance, that should be accepted. Do I need proof of income for anything like? No, you don't need that. Hi po. Hey Liz. Need po ba ng TriZap? Yes and no. Some airlines still requires it. I'm not sure what airline because Philippine Airlines doesn't really require that. I don't know with other foreign airlines. But just to be on the safe side, fill it out because it only takes 10 minutes to fill it out. Ma'am, where should my fiance get the travel insurance in UK? Sa mga, he can get it from travel insurance from companies that sells travel insurance in the UK. Thank you. You're very welcome. Proof of income needed for anything marriage. William, are you in what category? Uh, under what category when you are flying to the Philippines? According to my itinerary, I arrive in Manila, Terminal 2 International. My next flight is domestic, almost 12 hours late. Is there a sleep lounge in Terminal 2? They have seats there, but I'm not sure with sleep lounge at Terminal 2. I know in Terminal 3 they have capsules, but I'm not sure in Terminal 2 if they have capsules. But if you just wanna kill the time and stuff, they have seats over there that you can just wait for your next flight. Okay, thanks, Tat Kubukas. Oy, safe travels to you, Miss Liz. Thank you, Mom. You're very welcome. So if you guys still have any more questions and stuff, I'm a foreign national. She's a Filipina. Are you guys married or what's your purpose of traveling to the Philippines? I have been told there are hospitals that accepting COVID insurance. Have to pay and have to collect from insurance. That is actually true, Carl. That is actually true. There are hospitals over here that would collect money from you first, then you can reimburse that from your insurance. On the other hand, just like our insurance here in the Philippines, they deduct our insurance, then we pay our out of pocket pay. So, Mom, can you please shout out, please, my fiance John Leslie White, that he really need to get the travel insurance because that's really one of the requirements, please. Yes, to all foreign nationals traveling to the Philippines. As foreign tourists, not all foreign nationals are required travel insurance. But the only exemptions for travel insurance for foreign nationals is number one, if you are married to a Filipino national traveling together. Number two, if you are married to a former Filipino national and traveling together entering the Philippines. Number three, if you are a foreign national with valid and existing visa and ACR in the Philippines, that is the 13A visa and the SRRV visa. Among others, those with 9A visa and flying into the Philippines as a foreign tourist, you will have to secure travel insurance or else you will be denied from boarding. Hi, Ma'am. Yes po. Just attend your live. Hi, May. Yes. Why see up? I don't understand that. Morning, Ma'am. Hey, May and Paul. I will forward him this video. I just want to say thank you because of your video. I made it to the Philippines. Met my girlfriend. I am now engaged. Congratulations, Isaiah. I'm home now, but I'll be going back in August to spend a month with her. Wow. Congratulations and welcome home, my fiance. I love you with your family here in California. Hey, Fe. Good morning. Good evening to you. What is expected to pay for this insurance? What do you mean when you are purchasing it and stuff? Thank you so much, Mom. You're very welcome. Hi, Addie. The Philippines still has the accredited hotels to stay for unvaccinated or any hotels will do. Thanks, dear. Yes, they still have those hotels that you can quarantine. So make sure that you book the hotel that is for quarantine. I assume you are a Filipino and unvaccinated, because those are the only category that is allowed to enter the Philippines unvaccinated. So if you guys still have questions, where's the other phone? There's the other phone. I just colored. Wait sec, guys. Wait sec, guys. Oh, come on. Mm. Oh, Adi, pahabol question. Are pharmacy antigen test result being questioned like Filipino? No, as it was before. But the IATF has already released a new resolution na pwede na po yung mga pharmacy. So antigen can now be done by a healthcare professional, can be done in hospitals, clinic, pharmacies, and similar establishments as that. So you cannot, because before some airlines are not accepting antigen from pharmacies. So the IATF has revised that resolution, adding more info to it, adding more options to it. So antigen now pwede na po yung sa pharmacy. By the way, ma'am, is he need to pay when he get the travel insurance? Yes, meron po yung bayad, sis Madeline. My fiance and I can't reach you on Facebook. Still gotta. Oh, why is that? It's like our Facebook page is open. My embassy letter from Alliance says it covers COVID-19. I also printed out the other benefits from the coverage. It also shows Philippines as the destination. Is that good enough for the requirement? Yes, fire alarm. That should be good. My niece is a former Filipino, but she's traveling with me. She doesn't need an insurance, right? Former Filipino. Can she prove that she's a former Filipino, Miss Christine? Because if you're a former Filipino, you need to prove that you are a former Filipino. Digital copy of requirements are fine, yes, but highly recommended you print your documents. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, ma'am. Very welcome po. Not sure. I'm not sure to why you guys can't contact us on Facebook. So yeah, so that is the latest travel updates to the Philippines from the Bureau of Immigration. Returning Filipinos don't need to fill out or secure the arrival card anymore. But foreigners, you guys still have to fill it out. But don't worry on where to find the arrival card, because this will be given to you during your flight. Airline crews should distribute this during your flights. Thank you. Going to Palawan, so beautiful from the tours I've seen on YouTube. Under 2 months from Wednesday. Oh, cool. Palawan is one of our bucket lists, so hopefully we can travel there too. What happened now? Nothing happened, Binsoy. The Eaton Squad. Yes, that is our page, the Eaton Squad. La 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 la. So if you guys still have more any questions for me, I can still hang out for a bit and cater your questions. I miss doing live. I know I wasn't been on for quite a while. It's just busy plus the whole week and stuff. But I will take the chance. I will take the time to invite you guys for our LDR discussion tonight. You guys are all welcome to join. Let's have a chit chat, just chill. Everybody's welcome. Yes, my niece have a Filipino birth. Yes, yes po. He's not required for insurance anymore, Miss Christine. In that case, check out the Aziza Paradise Hotel. Such beautiful. Oh, there's like most hotels in Palawan are pretty. That's where I'm staying with her for 3 days. Cool. Enjoy yourself, fire alarm. She contacted you from the Philippines. Oh, what's the name that contacted us over there? Because I get a lot of messages on a daily basis, William. So is Philippine Airlines strict on weight and linear inches of check-in luggage? Check-in, as long as it's not really super big. I mean, you should be fine, but they do weigh it, 50 pounds each. But when it comes to carry on, they could be really strict. The carry on should be within the size requirement of a bag. So going to the underground river, a beach and a mall is the first time. Oh my god, the underground river is my husband's bucket list. He wants to go there. That's probably why. Oh, yeah, it's the Eaton Squad. Same handle that we have in YouTube. Addie, does it mean any pharmacy can do antigen tests now, not only Walgreens, CVS, or any known pharmacy? Thanks so much. Yes, because it could be a pharmacy, it could be a clinic, it could be a hospital, it could be certified by a professional healthcare and similar. It does say over there similar establishment, so it should be good on your antigen. The only thing that's not really allowed is the home kit that you guys have in the US, doing it on your own. So the home kit is not going to be allowed. So you really have to go to a pharmacy or a clinic or professionally done by a healthcare. So confirm that if I took the art test on the 28th morning and get the result, I can fly in the evening. Yes, Vinsoy. What would I need to get from CVS or Walgreens? I live to psych. You can do your RT-PCR test or your antigen test at Walgreens and CVS. I am an OFW. I'm going home. What if nag-positive ako a day before my flight? What to do? So magpapagaling po muna kayo. You have to recover from COVID-19, isolate, quarantine, and you have to produce a recovery certificate or letter from a doctor that you have recovered from COVID-19 and that you are safe to travel and that you are not infectious anymore. Name is Maricel. Yeah, I've never, it's like if you guys are messaging the wrong page, then I am not receiving any message. It has to be the Eaton Squad, and that's the only legit page that we have. What type of documentation? Thank you so much for the brief answer to my question. Greatly appreciated. You're very welcome, Jeannie. What type of documentation would I need to get from them showing the result being negative? When you go through your COVID-19 test at Walgreens or CVS, they should email you your result of that COVID-19 test. You can use the digital copy, but I highly recommend to get it printed. Print it so it's a lot easier, a lot smoother. Thank you, Eaton Squad. God bless. You're very welcome. Thank you for your help, dear sister. You're very welcome, William. So, like I said, guys, I'm inviting you tonight in our LDR. It's been a while since we have nights. Hopefully, we'll have more audience. Some stories said the results would be available in 5 days. That would. There are some pharmacies and clinics that results takes longer, but the Philippines now accepts antigen test, and antigen test usually is 31 hour, 2 hours result. So thanks for everything. You're very welcome, Sis Christine. That would be screw a lot up, yes. But like I said, they have test results that the Philippines now accepts, like the antigen. Antigen results are quicker than RT-PCR test. My fiance will arrive here in Davao this Wednesday. He's nervous with his COVID test, so I am. Why? What's wrong? What's wrong with his COVID test? Good morning, ma'am. Is it okay to use my US passport departing Los Angeles to Philippines? Or show both to my passport upon check-in? I'm a dual. If you're a dual, you have to show both. Actually, they want the Philippine passport than your US passport when you are traveling to the Philippines. In my case, when I travel to the US back and forth, whenever I leave the US, they always want my Philippine passport because that would exempt you from return ticket, exit ticket, and all that stuff. So but I always do present my both of my passports, my US passport and my Philippine passport when departing from the US. Fastest is 50. Yes, it antigen results is quick. I don't want to be a killjoy, but what's the chance of the Philippines going back into lockdown? Because the DOH has warned that there will be a surge of cases in 2 months. They said yes, that's actually on the news that the WHO, it's actually confirmed by the WHO. They are even saying after Holy Week. So we are still in the Holy Week until tomorrow. So but unless there is an official announcement to that, guys, I will not sweat it yet, you know, unless that it comes from the IATF or the DOH or the office of the presidential spokesperson announcing that the Philippines is going to go back to lockdown again. I will not sweat it. I will not sweat it yet because it has not been officially announced. This is just rumors, predictions and stuff. So don't kill yourself for it. It's like we have to cross the bridge when we get there. So that's still far from the election. Our election is less than a month away, and we don't really know. We'll never know what will be the new administration's protocols when they officially sworn for the office. So there's a lot to consider. But as of right now, the travel restrictions to the Philippines stays as is. The Philippine border still open. And like I mentioned, I will not sweat it unless it is officially announced from a legitimate government agency website or from the IATF. I must still go through Miami Airport or Fort Lauderdale Airport for the test. I don't care what it costs for. Fire alarm, are you flying from LAX or San Francisco? Because if you have a long layover in San Francisco or LAX, they also have testing facilities at the airport for antigen. You can get the result in an hour or in 30 minutes. Add it to available buying privilege. You just show old expired passport. Yeah, yes, your old or expired Philippine passport. Surge of cases after election. Yeah, I know. It's like I get so tickled on that they said we will have a surge after election. How did they know that we are going to have a surge after election? But you know what? To be honest, this is just my honest opinion, and this is what everybody is expecting. A lot of Filipinos already know that. To be honest, if you are talking to your friends or family Filipinos over here, we are kind of expecting that they are going to be strict again after election. So IATF will face a lot of criticism and hate should they lock down the country again. I'd be very mad and upset. It's like I completely understand that. I just saw some Walgreens that antigen test not for travel. Can I still use that going to the Philippines? Oh, if they are saying it's not for travel, then you can't use it for travel. They might have other types of antigen or rapid tests that you can use for travel. Please ask po. Rapid not PCR is accepted. The rapid NATP is actually a RT-PCR test. Miami Airport is the first airport I'm flying from to. Oh, okay. So from Dallas to to the Philippines. Fire alarm. Toot, 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 toot. Mm. Antigen is acceptable because I'm flying back home today. Safe travels to you, Jay. Good morning, Eaton Squad. Hey, Kyle. How is it going? Long time no hear. So to those who are just coming in with regards to our announcement today, arriving Filipinos to the Philippines will not be required or will not have to secure the arrival card. So you guys can skip that process. But that's not the case for foreign nationals. You guys will still have to fill that out. But that will be distributed to you at the aircraft by airline crews. They can do their little lockdown after my trip, just skip requiring the COVID test and insurance. They have smooth. It's like if the Philippines were not doing the vaccination and stuff, I could see them doing the lockdown again. But the Philippines is already way past the 70% vaccination rate. I don't really see them doing the lockdowns. I could see them doing the granular lockdown. That's a big difference. Lockdown and granular lockdown is a huge difference. The granular lockdown are done to those places with higher COVID-19 cases. So for example, in Davao City, if Davao City is going to have high cases after election, let's say, so only Davao City will have a granular lockdown and only two particular areas also. That doesn't mean that the whole Davao will be on granular lockdown. So like I said, since the Philippines has, since it's like, I think we are over 75% vaccinated already. I don't really see the Philippine government going to be doing the lockdown again like they did 2 years ago. It's like the Philippines is already bouncing back on their economy, accepting tourist spots are open and everything. We just, it's like, I wish it's like this is not just not just for Filipinos, but we just need to really follow the safety and health protocols. That way we will not have a surge. I can see another shutdown, have to live with it or the economy that is true, David. Ako po yung wife ni Jay. How to report repo. Ano po yung ire-report? How can I get that yellow card? Because I'm a Saudi citizen and married to Filipina. You have to get it from where you got vaccinated, Ali. Jay, can you please complete your question? I doubt a full lockdown of the country. It could be temporary restrictions on certain areas. Yes, that's the one I was talking about, the granular lockdown. It's like our booster shots will not be until next month, but we do have plan getting our booster shots. They can have a lockdown after I get there if they choose to. I'll tell my boss I'll see him in another. I think everybody wants to be locked down or for as long as they can enter the country before they lock down. But no, guys, it's like I will not really worry about it because that those are just hearsays, predictions of the WHO and the DOH, but it's not really officially unless the IATF is going to officially announce it and make a resolution out of it. We're still good to go. I'm all for keeping citizens healthy and safe, but they need to live with it and face that it will not go away. That is true. Good day. When your island going to open up? Oh, Willie White, it's already open. Why are you not here yet? My fiance got her booster a month ago. She's happy and doing good. Yeah, it's like ours will not be until next month. And our girls has already got their first dose of their vaccine, and they should get their vaccination, their second dose by the end of this month. And my girls are fully vaccinated. I am a happy mommy. Is Walgreens or CVS Pharmacy okay po for antigen? Yes, it's accepted. Thank you for your information. You're very welcome, David. Hello, Eddie. Hi, Zymex TV. Yes, wrong typing. Nakita ko yung vlog mo before. Paano mag-go about marriage report? Oh, marriage. Mag-a-apply po kayo niyan sa nearest Philippine consulate kung saan po belong yung jurisdiction ninyo. Doon nyo po i-report yung marriage ninyo if you guys are married abroad. She had a small cold and fever at first, which is normal. She was weak but bounced back. Yeah. My first dose, I did not get sick, but my arm was very sore. On my second dose, I got sick for 3 days, but after that, I was completely fine. So it's just normal reaction when getting shots, just like when you get the flu shot. So all good. So we'll have probably 10 more minutes, guys, for questions. I can answer tonight is LDR. We can also cater travel related questions during our LDR show. That's 10 o'clock at night Philippine time. Hope you guys can join us. So maybe 10-15 more minutes, guys. Be there first week of May. Dog will be there next week. Oh, cool. Willie White. Safe travels. She wanted a cruise, but with everything still it is very hard. Instead of the cruise, we will do Palawan and cruise probably next year. That's good. Difference between NAAT and antigen. As far as I know, NAAT is the RT-PCR test, and antigen is just antigen. I was like, I cannot really speak for it on the medical side of it. But what you can do, RG, is if you're doing it with CVS or Walgreens, I would ask, what's the difference between the two? Still need the health pass? Yes, David. You still need to register with one health pass. Mom, I've chatted a while with my fiance about the travel insurance, and he said he don't need that when he was in the airport last 11th this month. Only they needed the QR code of one health pass. Just because the travel insurance was not checked when he flew last month, it doesn't mean it will not be checked again when he flew again to the Philippines. Because it is still required, Madeline. Nasa sa kanya yan. If he doesn't want to get travel insurance because he just doesn't want to, that's completely up to him. But if he denies boarding, that's all on him. How long are the results given if taken at the hospital or live close to one? It really depends what kind of COVID test you're taking. If it's antigen, I heard 30 minutes. You should get it. Hello there, happy Easter. Hey, brother Floyd. Happy Easter to you, ma'am. Is it okay? Add kita sa messenger pa. Yes, our page is the Eaton Squad. I-message niyo lang po ako doon. How are you doing? Very busy? It has been busy week with Pops and Sis Rowena and the kids are here. We had so much time on their visit and some meeting some of our subscribers. It was really fun. Thank you to all our subscribers who came down to Jensen and see us. That's really cool. We really appreciate it and we had so much um, great time bonding. And our new store is under construction, so we are working on that too. And hopefully next week we are going to open. And it's been busy for the little mama here. They check my insurance. Yes, that's this is what I keep saying to everybody. Check the travel insurance. It doesn't mean that you will not get checked with travel insurance. So if it's required, I highly recommend to get it. Thank you, Mom. You're welcome. After I get married, it will be easy for me to renew my visa past 30 days. Being married to a Filipino national doesn't really give you much more leeway because you will have to have the appropriate visa to be married to a Filipino national. If you stay with the foreign tourist visa, then you will have to keep extending it to legally stay in the Philippines. But if you are married to a Filipino national, you can either apply for the 13A, which is the resident visa of the Philippines, or the SRRV. So this is what I keep saying to everybody, that being married to a Filipino national does not let you stay in the Philippines legally without extending your visa. You will still have to extend your visa because you are still using the tourist visa. Now, if you want to stay legally and don't have to do the extensions of visa anymore, then you can apply for a different visa to be a resident of the Philippines. That's the 13A and the SRRV. The Eaton Squad po. The Eaton Squad. Have you heard from the other guys? Are they here yet? Pops was here a few days ago. They were here a few days ago. So that was cool. It was really fun. So Kyle, when are you coming down to Jensen? Do you recommend I purchase an international smartphone to use there or use my regular smartphone being an iPhone? You can purchase the cheapest smartphone you can find. It should be unlocked so you can put a SIM card when you get to the Philippines. Or if you want to use your smartphone and purchase an international plan during your stay in the Philippines, you can do that also fine. Yes, actually, Brother Floyd is already here in the Philippines. I'll try to join. Yeah, I know, Brother Floyd. The chat tonight will be a little late for Philippine time, but yep, we'll see you guys. Not purchasing insurance is playing with fire. True. Getting denied boarding is the fault of the passenger, not the airline. Very true. Good luck explaining why you were denied boarding to your other half. Yes, this is what I keep telling everybody. If it's required, get it. Just because other travelers were not checked of those requirements, that doesn't mean it will not be checked if it's your turn. Please don't play with your luck. You will be denied from boarding. My old Philippine passport has a hole already. They punched it during my dual citizenship oath taking. Is it acceptable still? Thanks, Addie. You can use that, but if you are a dual citizen already, you can also bring your dual citizenship document given to you during the oath taking to prove that you are a dual citizen, Miss Jenny. It's been raining here in Iloilo. Sunshine today for oh my god, time to dry out. Yes, how are you guys doing over there? Have you guys are you guys okay during the typhoon? Typhoon Agaton has really devastated a lot of places in Visayas. And my heart goes out to those who got affected by the typhoon. Miss Addie, do you think after election Philippines will not open to tourists? I hope they will still open because my fiance is coming the second time around this July or August. That's not really officially announced yet. So it's just hearsay and predictions and stuff. Unless it is officially announced by the IATF, I will not sweat it. We will be coming soon. I will let you know. Sounds good, Brother Kyle. Being a travel agent in the past, I've taken heat and have sued people before for trying to file a claim against me. Oh, wow. Yes, better be safe than sorry. If it's required, get it. You don't want to get on the airport getting checked with all the requirements that the Philippine government required, and you got smart and you did not want to purchase travel insurance because you heard it's not been checked, then it was asked from you and you don't have it, and you will not be allowed to board. What are you gonna do? You punch your face because you did not do it? Just like Isaiah said, please be safe to be on the safe route. Please comply with all the requirements of what the Philippine government or what the Philippine government is requiring. Whether they check it or not, it's better to have them. The new airport looks very, yes, I was so impressed when we took Pops and Sis Rowena and the kids to the airport the other day. We were allowed to come in and I was like, oh my god. This is 90% better than the old airport because Jensen Airport is going to start catering international flights very soon. I've heard flights from Malaysia is going to start coming in Jensen. Unless you can purchase a plan in less than 10 minutes at the gate, you're out of luck. Very true, fire alarm. Is there a possibility that the antigen test or any COVID test be dropped when we have completed the vaccine and booster? They might eventually get rid of that, but I don't see them doing anytime soon. So other countries are not getting rid of it yet. So you know how the Philippines is. They mimic other countries. So when other countries will start not requiring it, then they might. Hello, Floyd. Thanks for the good response, Eddie. I think I'm ready for my trip this 30th of this month. Hope to see you. Just a silence. Oh, please take care, Miss Jenny. Enjoy your trip and message me anytime if you need anything. Have you heard from Jeremy? Jeremy is already here in the Philippines too. Brother Kyle is here. Yeah, Jeremy is here. Brother Floyd is here. So the guys are here. Ouch, I'll be flying to the Philippines in May 8th. You should be good. Election is on May 9th. It doesn't mean that they are really going to shut down the country. It's like after the election, the Philippines will be busy counting the votes. That takes them 2 weeks to do that. So they will be busy for the whole month of May, counting the votes and everything. And I think putting the country on lockdown is the list of their priority next month. So like I said, don't sweat it. I doubt they will fully restrict foreign travel after this election ends. It would take a huge surge of cases to close the country again. Let's stop being killjoys and just enjoy life. Yes, that's true. Do we need an S pass to come there? No, all you need is vaccination card. Just in case they will do. But flying to Jensen, if you're fully vaccinated, all you need is the vaccination card. And that's it. Hey Floyd, hey Vincent. Oh, Vinsoy, when are you flying to the Philippines? Hi po, notice me ate watching from California. Lagi pa ako nanonood sa inyo. I'll be flying to the Philippines on April the 28th. Sana did na need up. Miss Joy, no official announcement pa rin po if they will abolish RT-PCR or antigen. So, If you are flying on April the 28th, kailangan nyo pa rin po magpa-antigen or magpa-RT-PCR test. Thanks for all the info, the more beta. I'm sure that closing the country is the least of their worries. True, people need to understand the amount of hate and criticisms the IATF take on Facebook and other forms of social media. Very true. I've been looking for a cave to climb in just in case the country shut down and I have to. We got one over here, brother Kyle. I got you covered. I'm hoping so. No, I don't really see the Philippine government getting rid of the COVID-19 vaccine. Like I said, unless other countries will start abolishing these requirements, then the Philippines will follow. April the 28th, time will be 1945. Cool. I'll have to look for hotels. I can recommend one hotel, Kyle. I have a contact over there. Don't worry, I don't work for commission for her. But it's a really nice hotel that you can stay. That's where Pops stayed with his family during their visit here in the Philippines. So we still need to monitor ourselves 7 days after arrival. Yes. But that doesn't mean self-monitoring for symptoms is home quarantine. That is not home quarantine. So just monitor if you are feeling sick or, you know, going for the second. Second of what? May? Oh, you're going to be here during election? What if we need to leave the country after 2 days? When it shuts down, you need the country, leave the country for 2 days. What do you mean, Mario? Oops, going for the oh, okay. It was like second extension. Cool. Second extension. You should be able to extend for another 2 months, brother Kyle. Or when you go to the Bureau of Immigration, bring your marriage certificate and say I really need 6 months extension. They will allow you to do that. Bring your marriage certificate. Prove to them that you are married to a Filipino national and they may be able to give you a 6 months extension. At Kaya, which province you're planning to stay at? Oh, they are visiting us in Jensen soon, but he's in Iloilo right now. Sweet Ami, I'm in Iloilo, yes. Can you recommend good hotel for quarantine? Thanks, Addie. And this is Jenny from Missouri. In Manila? Is that from Manila, Jenny? It was a continuation of my comment about the 7 days monitoring. Oh, okay, okay. You should be able to leave, Mario. To be honest, nobody checks on that anymore on the self monitoring for 7 days. It really is like a husband is laughing, but it's really true. Calde, oh, anyone here to plan visit? Oh, La Union. La Union is very nice. Yes, in Manila. You can check with the Bureau of Quarantine website what hotel they what do you call this? They still have on the list for quarantine. It's like if you need a hotel near the airport or for convenience and stuff. Because pretty much all hotels in Manila at the moment are for staycation. But the good thing about it is when you are booking your hotels, I think anywhere in the Philippines, it would ask, is this for staycation or for quarantine? So you get to choose which of that two with when it comes to your purpose of staying in a particular hotel. They will ask if your stay is for vacation or if your stay is for quarantine. Hello, ask ko po, yung foreign tourists traveling to the Philippines can use antigen test or still RT-PCR? Yes, antigen is accepted na po in the Philippines. Accepted na po siya. Pwede na pong antigen. Thank you. You're welcome. Try Bayview Park Hotel. Yeah, Bayview is nice. Hello, Dayton Squad from Greensboro, North Carolina. Hey, Monroe. Good
Hello,
evening.
Monroe.
Do you know? Do you know? Is it possible to have a job from the US where I work from home but I live in the Philippines? I was looking for that option because my fiance is in school but I want to stay with her. Yes, it's like I work online before. For as long as you have internet, then you can work from home online even if your company is from the US.
It might require the thing where you can change your website.
Oh, VPN.
Yeah, it might require a VPN,
Okay, gotcha.
but
Thanks.
that's not hard to get.
Same. Send me the hotel name in Messenger, please. Will do, Kyle. Will do. Will do. Will do. Kyle Deadman. There it is. My fiance and I would like to meet you in force in Cagayan or Misamis Oriental in Balingasag. Hope we can plan something next month. Oh boy, that's a lot of traveling to Cagayan. That's like 8 hours from here. But we will see. Hopefully, our car is done by then. We can travel. Hello, Dayton Squad. I will be there within 3 days to visit my Manila lady finally, but I am so nervous and happy. Oh, being nervous is very normal, Monroe, but one thing I can tell you is enjoy your trip. Enjoy your trip, spend your time with your Manila lady, and just have a good time. Great. Thank you po. Another thing po, where they should get their antigen test and if you have an idea on how much that it costs. It depends po. If they are flying from LAX and San Francisco Airport, they actually have testing facilities there for antigen. Antigen usually is only 30-minute result and I think it's $90. But you can also get it from CVS or Walgreens in your area. So I am just not sure, but it should be under $100 for antigen. VPN. That's when you. What is VPN? VPN. Sorry, I don't really. What does VPN? Virtual private network. Because there are some websites in the US that cannot be open when you are in the Philippines. That's why you use VPN so you can uh be in the US using VPN so you can open a particular website. You are wrong. If you are married to a Filipina and traveling to Philippines to see her, travel insurance is not required. I have said that already before, Ben, that you are not required. But like I have told you from the beginning, call the airline. Because I can say that it is not required. But when you get to the airport and the airline will require you, you might be blaming me on that too. So call the airline first if they require that. Because the Bureau of Immigration has already confirmed it that they are not requiring it, but that doesn't mean the airline will follow that. The airline, no offense meant, has its own discretion. They can require it or not. So that's really up to you, Ben. I think I've explained that from the beginning of this video. So call the airline. The airline can always tell you, no, if you are married to a Filipino, just bring your marriage certificate and you are not required to have the travel insurance. And they can still say, even though you are married to a Filipino national, we still require our passengers to have travel insurance. So that is why I explain it that way, Ben. So that's really up to you. You know what you're doing, you're old enough, so go on. Thank you very much. You're very welcome. Hello, Forrest from Kyle. Thank you for
Hello.
the info. You're very welcome, Brother Kyle. The airlines owns the planes and are following the rules set by the countries. They have the absolute right not to allow you to board the plane. Thank you for that fire alarm. The most interesting thing in the Philippines to me was the traffic. In Angeles, no traffic lights, and it was a free for all. I never saw anything like it. Yep. Over here in the Philippines, we don't have the right of way rule. The person who has got the right of way is the first car that can go right across the intersection. Who's got the balls to whoop, you know?
I have told you guys and told you guys we live in Ginsand, which is about the size of New Orleans, and it,
Addie, when I get ready to leave the Philippines from Manila, can I get antigen test there, right? And is it Terminal 1 or 2? Going. It's at Terminal 2 and Terminal 3, Monroe. VPN hides your IP address. Yes, thank you, Brother Kyle. I'm very nervous and don't fly till June. Dumb butterflies. Well, kill them before you fly. Get rid of those stuff. Insurance testing. More tourists will come in. Follow Thailand. Tourists are going up there. Philippines will get there, Kento. Philippines will get there. It must be a free for all on the highways there. Yes, free for all.
well, free for whoever got the balls to get in
Yes.
there.
It's best to get the insurance to be safe than sorry. Yep. Thank you so much for that. I was like, travel insurance is not really a big deal. I don't know why everybody is sweating over it. You guys will pay thousands of dollars for your plane ticket and you can't pay a $20 worth of travel insurance. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know why everybody is so hang up with travel insurance. This is, I will say this and say this one more time. If you don't want to obey the requirements to the Philippines because there's so much of it, then don't fly. You have all the options not to fly to the Philippines because you just don't like the travel requirements here. But if you are willing to go through the process on the travel insurance and all the requirements to enter the Philippines legally, then by all means, fly. That is your own rights. But you cannot just sit there, hope the travel insurance is going to be removed, hope the RT-PCR test is going to be removed. We don't know that. Only the Philippine government can decide it. And if you don't want to go through it, entering the Philippines, then stay in your country. If you want to go through it, go through. It's not really a hassle. It's like I have uploaded videos that pertains to those travelers who already came to the Philippines who has a very good experience entering the Philippines and they entered just fine following all the requirements. I don't know why others are so negative in all these requirements, hoping the Philippines will follow then fly to Thailand and not the Philippines. Plain simple. I'm not trying to be ugly, I'm just stating facts. You know? It's like if you don't want to go through all the requirements to the Philippines, don't fly to the Philippines. Easy as that. But if you are willing to go through with all the requirements that the Philippine government laid out to all travelers to the Philippines, then fly to the Philippines. Thanks, Addie, for the information. God bless. Philippine Airlines still requires insurance. Yep. Antigen test in Manila was easy and get. Yes, I think antigen in Manila is only 600 pesos. Just listening here. Thank you, sweet Ami. I use my VPN to do banking and anything. Yes, I have VPN too because I pay our taxes online, like the state tax, and the website for our state tax doesn't open in the Philippines. So I have to have VPN. I would like to come back to the Philippines. I'm balikbayan and vaccinated. When you say vaccinated or vaccination card, does it require the booster shot be included in it? No. Booster shots is still not required to be considered in the 2-dose series of the vaccine or the 1-dose series of the vaccine. I would get travel insurance even not required. It's yes, if we travel with travel insurance. We always get our travel insurance whenever we go travel abroad. It's like it's a must. It's not actually for the Philippine government's good own sake. It's actually for the traveler's sake to get travel insurance. So sorry for that rant, guys. I'm not trying to be rude, but sometimes it gets tiring listening to those who keeps complaining that why the Philippines is requiring this, why the Philippines is requiring that. You guys have all the option not to fly if you don't want to go through the hassle, you know? Flying to the Philippines tomorrow. Oh, Fry, good luck. Safe travels to you. Addie, I remember the question to leave the Philippines. Are testing venues open on a Sunday? Yes, they are open, especially if you are getting it at the airport. But there are also some clinics in the Metro Manila area who are open on Sundays. They are open 7 days a week. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Sorry for the late arrival. What is being lifted? Ah, that's the arrival card for returning Filipinos to the Philippines. That returning Filipinos don't need to secure or don't need to what do you call this? Don't need to fill out this particular form. Thank you. For those that have Blue Cross insurance, the insurance is free. All you need to do is documentation to prove it. Thank you for that info. Yes, to those who have already health insurance, because to those who are already have health insurance in the US, uh, if you can get your insurance company to give you a document that states that your insurance could cover COVID-19 while you are out of the country, that is good to go actually. I wish time would fly faster. I know, fire alarm. And then have time to go very slow and I'm there. You're I'm sorry to tell you this, brother. You can have the both. Either you wish the time would fly by so fast so you can enter the Philippines, or you wish that the time would slow down when you are here. You can't have both. What if a flight is delayed? What would happen to RT-PCR test or antigen test? That will depend on the airline's discretion. If you have already checked in and everything and your flight is delayed, you should be good to go. If they have checked everything, your RT-PCR test, for example, you're already in the counter getting your boarding pass, everything is checked, your RT-PCR test or antigen, then they have announced that your flight will be delayed for 2 hours. You should be good on that because they have already went through the process and they have checked your antigen and everything. But if the flight is delayed before you even get to the check-in counter and stuff, that really depends on the airline's discretion. Because by the time you get to the counter, your antigen or RT-PCR test might be expired already. So, like I said, that's the airline's prerogative. Thanks, Addie. Philippines, here I come. Yes, Marian. Safe travels. Is it true a Walgreens or CVS pharmacy antigen test is now accepted? Yes. That is the newest IATF resolution that antigen test done by a professional healthcare worker or done in hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, laboratories, or other similar establishments as that is now accepted. I'll just stay in bed with her the entire time and stare at the ceiling in the hotel for 22 days. Bull hockey, I don't believe a thing in that. Fire alarm. Who are you fooling, yourself or me? Because I am not buying that. Staring at the ceiling for the next 22 days with her in bed. Hmm. Ami Philippine Airlines paid for a new test for me. I had that happen where my flight was delayed a day. Oh, thank you for that. That's really nice for Philippine Airlines. Insurance covers you in case you get sick in the Philippines. It guarantees that the hospital will be paid. Hopefully you won't get sick. Yep. We don't want that. Salamat po. Yes, that's really nice to know, Isaiah. That's really cool that they have paid for your new test during that delay. That seldom happens. Pharmacy for both antigen and RT-PCR tests. Yes, that is accepted. So, oh my God, I said I'm gonna wrap this up in an hour, but I am already 20 minutes past 1 hour. So, if you guys still have more questions for me, please post them in our chat box. If not, we can wrap this up. Like I said, this was the latest travel updates to the Philippines. That returning Filipinos don't need to secure the arrival card anymore. You can skip this process when you guys enter the Philippines anytime soon. Unfortunately, for nationals, you guys still have to fill this out. But no worries, this form will be distributed at the aircraft on your way to the Philippines. They also paid for a hotel. It was very nice. Oh, cool. Good evening, friend. Hey, Big Roy. How are you? That's really cool. That's really cool. I wish I could sue the clinic that gave me positive reading. Did three more tests and all came back negative. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Fry. Is that in the US? That would be this required. If you test positive on your first test, do a second opinion on third opinion because it might just be false positive. Muchas gracias. Hello. Ayo de Cruz. Good morning. It's like, wow, that's a bummer, Fry. And it's good that you went to other clinics to do your anti RT-PCR. Cost me $1,500. Ouch. That's a lot of money. So if you guys don't have any more questions for me, we can wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Maraming salamat. If you guys have any more questions, concerns when it comes to travel updates, immigration related updates or concerns, you can message us in our Facebook page, same handle, the Eaton Squad. And I will try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. I have so many messages over there. I will reply to you guys for as long as I can. I will really try. Can I extend my staying visa up to 6 to 8 months because I have my family in Cotabato City? You can, but not in first visa extension because I think right now what the Bureau of Immigration is doing to those who are coming in on a visa upon arrival, they give you a 30 days free visa. Then when you extend, they give you 29. Then after your 29 has passed, you can extend again for 2 months, then 6 months. Addie, that's a great idea. So I will do that in case I get false reading, but hopefully I should be good. Yep, that's have a question, host. Are flowering bulbs and fresh fruits allowed in my carry? Oh, fresh fruits? I don't think so. Toko will be starting at you. Toko will be staring at you for 22 days. Toko are the uh, lizards or geckos. So maraming salamat guys. We can wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you all guys on our LDR live tonight, 10 o'clock in the evening Philippine time. I hope you guys can join us. We miss you all in our LDR discussion episodes. So I hope to see you there tonight. Maraming salamat. Good to see you again, Addie. Good to see you, brother Kyle. Thank you for joining. Kawawa po ang tourist dito na nagpapaswab for antigen. Oh my God, $80 sa US. I know Christian is in the US right now, so it's $80 for antigen. See you next time, host. See you. Christy wants to go to Palawan first. Yeah, go ahead. Enjoy, guys. You guys enjoy. Bye, Adi. Thank you, Miss Jenny. Thank you, guys, for joining. I'll see you on our next live. And please continue to keep an eye on our travel update videos. We will be uploading it very soon. And hit that notification bell. If you guys are not subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you guys will be notified every time we have new uploads or updates. Thank you guys. Please stay safe and have a wonderful Easter. Enjoy everyone. Enjoy your weekend. See you guys next time. God bless. Bye-bye.